All right, good morning. Welcome to the Central Coast Center for Spiritual Living. And we are not in that building. We are all in our individual places at home, but that is our beautiful little center that we have in Templeton. But right now, we're going to start a beautiful love stream for you guys. And if you have some friends that you would like to include in your joyful expression this morning that we're all going to share, please invite them and start a watch party on Facebook or share your YouTube link because we are live on YouTube as well. And this morning, we've got the wonderful, funny, and exciting Amy Steinberg, and we're going to let you get started, get us off and running. Thanks, Amy.
Thank you so much for having me, Central Coast. I love being with you. And this is a brand new song that I wrote for a celebration that was happening at CSL Seattle. So this is about gratitude, thankfulness, which is what we're going to be on all day today. Every breath, every step, every moment, every day, every sunrise, moonfall, every love and word I hear you say, every choice, every wish, every dream, every scheme, every good intention, every holy opening. I give thanks, great thanks to the Most High God. I give thanks, great thanks to the power of love. I give thanks, great thanks to the power of sight. I give thanks, great thanks to the guidance from the light. I give thanks. I give thanks. Every heartbeat, good sleep, every sweet kiss, every time I take aim, every time I miss, every second of living, every impulse to be given, every feeling, every thought, every blessing that I got. I give thanks, great thanks to the Most High God. Give thanks, great thanks to the deepest love. I give thanks, great thanks to the power of sight. I give thanks, great thanks to the guidance from the light. I give thanks, so grateful, I give thanks. So grateful for every breath, every step, every moment, every day, every sunrise, moonfall, every step and word I hear you say, every choice, every wish, every dream, every scheme, every good intention, every holy opening. Come on, I give thanks, great thanks to the Most High God. That's right. I give thanks, great thanks to the deepest love. I give thanks, great thanks to the power of sight. I give thanks, great thanks to the guidance from the light. I give thanks, grateful. I give thanks, grateful. I say thank you. I say thank you, God.
Yeah, woo! Oh, I give great thanks for you being here with us again today, Amy. Wonderful. Good morning. Welcome to the Central Coast Center for Spiritual Living, where all that we ask is that you remain open to the possibility of changing your entire life by changing your mind. This service has been designed especially for you. Welcome home. My name is Reverend Elizabeth Rowley, and I am the Spiritual Director and Senior Minister at the Central Coast Center for Spiritual Living, located in Templeton, California. We have an affirmation for you this morning, and I invite you to please repeat after me. Thank you for this day, Spirit.
Thank you for this day, Spirit.
Thank you for this day.
Thank you for this day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And so it is.
So it is.
All right. And I will now turn it over to Travis, who's going to introduce our musician for today.
All right. Sharing the computer this morning. Good morning, lovelies. It is my great honor to introduce our musician, musical inspiration for this morning, Amy Steinberg. I'm going to read just a little bit of her bio here. Amy Steinberg. She's a singer, songwriter, and storyteller like none other. Uplifting, enlightening, and hilarious with a voice that can burn the house down. Can I get an amen? Woo! She plays the piano and guitar with her own swingy rhythmic bounce, injecting shades of jazz, rock, hip hop, and poetry.
Sweet
All,
little
yeah, all with the theatrical flair, deeply soulful, and her bombastic pelt. and she sings of self-love, open-mindedness, and the holiness of everything. Is that not a fact? Yes. Deeply involved with new thought and positive music world. She plays at conferences, churches, venues, and festivals all over the country virtually now, right?
That's right.
Playing
Yes.
the time zones, baby. Currently, she is the creatrix of the House of Love and Light, an online
Holla.
an online spiritual community that meets at 11:11 Eastern Standard Time on Sunday mornings. So you've been busy today.
Yes.
On Facebook Live, and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for music and meditation. Amy, your music and ministry are so important in this time, this great time. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you so much for blessing our community with who you are and the love that you spread. Light us up, Amy Steinberg.
Well, now that you already got me all teary, great. Great job, Travis. Yeah, wow, I received that, and I thank you so much. And, you know, when we're talking about gratitude, I always think about the Karen Drucker songs because there's, I know she was just on here, so she might have already done these, but I had to do this because this is the affirmation of the day. You know this is a sing-along. Join me. It goes, thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Let's do that again. Thank you for this day. Come on, join me. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. You got it. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing. How about thank you for my friends? Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friend. How about my radiant health? Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. Hey. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. How about last time? It was going to be glorious life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Hey. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. All right, let's do thank you for this day one more time. Sing it with me. Here we go. Come on. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Hallelujah.
Yeah. Woo! Thank you so much, Amy. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to wish you good morning, CSL. That's right. Good morning, all you love streamers out there live right now, and all the lovelies watching in the future on replay. My name is Travis, and I am your announcements angel this morning. I'm at your service. So with that, I will now read our mission statement. With everything we do, we aim to raise the vibe. We teach innovative spiritual practices and principles that inspire deeper love of self and others, transformation, a closer relationship with God, freedom from suffering, expansive joy, prosperity, and healing of the body, mind, and spirit. We are a conscious group of positive, inspired, spiritually motivated individuals transforming lives. We just happen to have a spiritual center. Want to check us out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. And with that, please join us after the service for coffee and conversation at 11 a.m.-ish Pacific time on Zoom. Gina will provide the link in the comment section here, and you can also find it on our center's webpage in the coffee and conversation event. Next up, we build our immunity in spiritual community. Remember to join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m., plus every Monday at 6:30 p.m. via Zoom for our spiritual connection call. You can find the link on our Facebook page under events. And if you can bring me back into the stream, Gina, I just want to raise and praise right now our moderator angels, Karen Robert, Mama Jody, and our other moderators we've been doing these check-in calls ever since the shelter in place happened in March. And they've been a lifeline for many of us. So if you haven't checked in with it, please join us on Monday at what time? 1 p.m. Pacific time. And our beautiful moderator, Angel Karen Robert, will be facilitating that check-in call. And once again, raise and praise our moderator angels. By the way, today is Karen Roberts' birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Karen. All right. Thank you. And then next up, we've got Giving Tuesday is this Tuesday, December 1st. This is a day where Facebook matches dollar for dollar donated, and they have changed the way they accept donations, which means there's a greater chance that our giving will be matched. So many of us are setting our alarms for 4:40 a.m. on Tuesday, December 1st, so that we can get our donations in. Because I think Facebook has a time where they cap it out. So we're going to get ours in early. And so the slogan here is Together We Give. And so Facebook has changed the way they are matching funds this year, meaning we have a greater possibility of receiving a match. So mark your calendars for this opportunity to give. All right. Next up, we have, our next Sunday's musician is the amazing Laura Berman. And I want to also raise and praise our musical inspirations we're having. Amy today. Next week is Laura Berman. We've got some exciting musicians for the rest of the month of December. It's going to be fun. All right. Next up, we have 2 grief groups beginning next week with our beloved Reverend Diane Davison. There are still a few openings, and we encourage you to register today if you've not already done so. Both classes are 8 weeks and will be held online via Zoom. The first one is Tuesdays beginning December 1st through January 19th from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Pacific time. The second one will be Wednesdays beginning December 2nd through January 20th, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. $49 plus $12 book, limited to 12, and you can send your registration at cccSL.org. Thank you so much for that, Reverend Diane. And then please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Here you will find all of our past love streams in one easy to find location. When you subscribe to the channel, you will get notifications of our love streams in progress and event content from our center. And next up, we have Amazon Smile. So Amazon donates a small percentage of the price of eligible Amazon Smile purchases to the charitable organization of your choice. And I would invite you to please consider adding our Central Coast Center for Spiritual Living as your charitable org of choice, and a small percentage will go to our center. It doesn't cost you anything, and it's a wonderful way to contribute to the center. And lastly, If you are able, please remember to continue to donate to our center during this unique time. Our operations are fully supported by your generosity, and we're looking forward to gathering at our physical center in the future. You can donate here on the Facebook Live with the donate button. Gina will provide the PayPal link to donate in the comments section. And if you're watching on a replay, you can donate through the PayPal link, and that will be mentioned. And you can also visit our landing page at cccsl.org and click the donate link at the center of our page. We thank you for your consideration. We love you. We send our loves and blessings out. And with that, my beloveds, is the announcements.
All right. Thank you so much, Travis. And friends, I would like to remind you in this moment that if there's something that is heavy on your heart for which you would like prayer for, or maybe you're looking to manifest something in your life, you can send your prayer request to info@cccsl.org, and your prayer team, which includes myself, Reverend Diane, Maria Bucaro, our outreach practitioner, and Jeff Tucker, our other outreach practitioner. We will pray over these prayers for you for the next week. And now, my friends, let's hear from Charlie and today's Science of Mind reading. Thank you, Charlie.
You're welcome, and thank you very much. What a beautiful day. And the title I have today is Thank You Even More. I am conscious that I am surrounded by divine love and infinite wisdom, and that the life of God is my life now. I know that there is nothing in me which can hinder divine intelligence from governing my affairs, from daily guiding me into right action. This affirms that at all times. I do affirm that. I know what to do, and I'm impelled intelligently to act on every right impression that comes to me. I know that the Spirit of God within me is God. This Spirit, which is perfect, complete, and whole, flows through me all the time. The Spirit of love and peace penetrates my entire being, bringing only that which is good and seeing only that which is good. I know exactly what to do in every situation. Every idea necessary for successful living is brought to my attention. The doorway to ever-increasing opportunity for self-expression is open before me. I am continuously meeting new and larger experiences. Every day brings some greater good. Every day brings more blessing and greater self-expression. I am propelled in everything I do. I am prospered in everything I do. An abundance of good is mine today. I know there is an inner presence in everyone and in everything. I know this presence responds to me. I know that everyone is an incarnation of God, and that the living Spirit breathes through all. I realize that everything is alive, awake, and aware with Spirit. I recognize this Spirit, and it responds. The Spirit within me reaches out and communes with the Spirit in everyone and everything. It is the same Spirit in all and through all. I am grateful for this Spirit. I am grateful for this teaching. I am grateful for this precious life. And so it is.
And so it is, Charlie. That was beautiful. And my heart is reaching out to each and every one of you today, knowing that wherever you are on your spiritual path, we are so glad you are here right now. And as I invite us to go within, I invite us to go within to resonate and to connect with our divine spiritual source that's within each and every person. And I know when I'm at that place, there's nothing for me to think about. There's no worries. I just let go. I slow down and I breathe. And in this season of gratefulness, I am so grateful for knowing that I am alive. I'm so grateful for knowing that each of you are alive as we connect this morning. We connect knowing that God is right here with us, that there is absolutely no place where God is not. God is in the beauty of this morning, in the skies, in the crispness of the day. God is right here, knowing that this is our source, our inspiration, and the divine intelligence that moves in and around and through each and every one of us. And as I recognize the perfect love of spirit that moves in through me, it also moves in through each and every person, for we are all connected in that unity of love, of peace, of harmony, of love. And so as we move through our day today, I recognize for each and every one of us, whatever we need is right here within each of us. We are those divine expressions of the light, of the peace, of the beauty of God that created each and every one of us. And I know today that if there's any worries or concerns in our minds, we just let that go and be in the total present moment of this day, because this day was created for each of you. It is tailor-made for you. And we start with the beautiful music of Amy, who inspires us to be grateful for everything in our life, for our friends, for our family, for being able to breathe, for our health, for our pets. We're grateful for knowing that we are today in service, grateful to hear the inspiring words of Reverend Elizabeth, for her smile just radiates through the screens into each of our hearts. I know it just illuminates my soul. It inspires me. It lifts me up. Her smile is contagious. It is beautiful. And I know that the words that she has to share with us is equally the same. It inspires us. It reminds us of to be grateful of each and every moment. And I'm grateful for Travis and Charlie and Gina and each and every one of you that are watching today. What a beautiful morning this is. And my prayers go out for each of us that may be having a tender time right now in our life. We are with you. You are never separated from your divine source of love, of your divine source of peace. We are here for you as we lift you up and praise you and love you right where you're at. So with a grateful heart, I am so thankful for being here, for being in service, and I'm so grateful for this life that God has given to us, the gratitude that just comes out of my body. And I know that this Thanksgiving may be a little different for some of us, but aren't we thankful for being alive right here and right now? I'm thankful for all of those that are working today. Thank you for all of you that are watching over us, our essential workers, our fire department, our police officers to protect us, and all the people in the military that protects our great nation. So from my heart to your heart, I say thank you as I release this prayer into the loving heart of life, of love, and gratitude. And so it is.
And so it is. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, yeah. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, yeah. I'm so grateful. Join me, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. This song offers us the opportunity to use our bodies. And I can't do it because I'm playing piano, but when we say these words, we can reach before me, behind me, left a little hula, to the right a little hula, reaching up, spinning around. Let's make it your own. Gratitude before me, behind me. Gratitude behind me, to the left. Gratitude to the left of me, to the right. Gratitude to the right of me, above me. Gratitude above me. Gratitude below me, that's right. Gratitude within me, yeah. Gratitude all around me. Heart, I'm so grateful. You're so cute. I'm so grateful, yeah. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, yeah. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful. Let's do it one more time like a prayer. That's what Miss Drucker always says. The last time she does it when I've seen her live, she says, let's do it like a prayer. So, piggybacking on that beautiful prayer from Reverend Diane, let's do it like a prayer. Gratitude before me. Gratitude behind me. Gratitude to the left of me. Gratitude to the right of me. Gratitude above me. Gratitude below me. Gratitude within me, all around. Gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. Come on. I'm so grateful. Feel it in your heart. I'm so grateful. Yeah. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
Oh, I'm so grateful for you. Amy Steinberg, everyone. We're so blessed. Aren't we blessed? I mean, oh my goodness. Wow. I mean, I feel like we could end the service now and I would be just totally filled up from all of this love between Charlie's reading and Travis's enthusiasm for our center and Reverend Diane's prayer and the music. It's like, woo, I'm on fire with spirit. Yeah. Okay, well, good morning, beloved ones. Once again, I'm Reverend Elizabeth Rowley, and I am the spiritual director and senior minister for the Central Coast Center for Spiritual Living, which is located in Templeton, California. And Travis, my husband, and I are broadcasting to you here live today from our condo in San Luis Obispo. So welcome to our home, and welcome home at the same time. We love you. We thank God for you, and we're so blessed. So the topic for the month of November has been put your grateful glasses on, and or the theme, and the topic for today is simply thank you. Now, in this moment, I would like to invite you all to embrace yourself. Just embrace yourself right here and now and feel yourself really letting go of any anxiety, fear, worry, or anything that could be troubling you. Allow yourself to just feel this embrace and know that it is spirit holding you and it is thanking you for stepping into the awareness that your soul wants to hear this message. It wants to feel this message and hear the music and feel the love and stand in that vibration and frequency of gratitude and life that is happening right here and now. I know that our souls are thirsting for spiritual truth every day, and sometimes we get distracted by the media and whatever's happening in the moment. But right here and now, we're here to feel and experience this love. Thank you. I'm so glad that you're here today. Thank you. Okay, so the German theologian, philosopher, and mystic Meister Eckhart observed, if the only prayer you ever say in your entire life is thank you, that will be enough. It's so simple. Thank you. Today, I want to have us look at the Science of Mind glossary definition for Thanksgiving. And in that definition, it says, Ernest Holmes wrote, it has been said that the prayer of thanksgiving is the prayer of appropriation. This is how Jesus prayed, meaning that one gives thanks when speaking the word, knowing fully that the prayer has already been answered by the God within. Now, this is absolutely in parallel and speaks to our faith tradition. Yes, when we are praying, we already know that the prayer is answered. Therefore, we move into a state of thanksgiving, a state of thank you for this prayer already being answered. And we sit and allow it to be, or we take the next right action, whatever it is we're called to be and do. Now, I want to talk a little bit about Jesus today. And here at the Central Coast Center for Spiritual Living and in Science of Mind, we believe that Jesus was the great example rather than the great exception, and that we all have access to God through the consciousness of Jesus Christ. It's not through Jesus, the man who is no longer physically here, but through that same consciousness that Jesus, the Christ, had, which was this consciousness of love and a faith so strong and a knowing so deep and a connection with God so powerful that he spoke the word and the word was made manifest in that moment. People believed him, right? They had trust and faith that even if they were to touch his robe, that their prayer would be answered. That's what we're talking about here. Now, I want to talk a little bit about Jesus and the miracles. It sounds kind of like a band, right? Jesus and the miracles. So what I love is that Jesus always gave thanks and then commanded the outcome, and it would manifest. He gave thanks, commanded the outcome, and it would manifest. He never begged God to answer his prayers or thought, man, I don't know, I've tried everything and I hope this will work. He wasn't like that. He never said, oh God, I hope this works. Everyone's watching me. He actually knew the power of his word, and he used that power of his word to heal the sick, raise the dead, and feed the hungry. Now, we all have access to this power within us. It is within every one of us, and that includes you. And so he commanded that Lazarus come out of his tomb. He commanded that the sick man take up his mat and walk. And he fed the multitudes with a few loaves of bread and a couple of fish. So Jesus practiced gratitude, and we ought to as well. From the commanding of Lazarus to come out of his tomb, he said, Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I know that you always hear me, but I say this for the benefit of the people standing here so that they can believe that you sent me. And after he said that, he said in a loud voice, Lazarus, come out. And Lazarus, who was supposedly dead, got up and walked out from that tomb. Wow, that is so powerful. But remember the first words, Father, I thank you that you have heard me. He's connecting with the divine, connecting in thanksgiving, knowing that his prayer is already answered even before it was spoken. Now, I love the story about the pool of Bethesda. Also, but the pool of Bethesda is in Jerusalem, and this is from John 5, where there was one who was an invalid for 38 years, and Jesus saw him lying there and asked him if he wanted to get well. And the man, of course, said, well, yes, I want to get well. And he said, Well, then take up your mat and walk. And the man picked up his mat and started walking. And there you have it. He walked out and he was healed after 38 years, right? And then there's the miracle of the loaves and fishes. Jesus was preaching to a crowd of thousands, and these people were starting to get hungry and they needed to be fed. And his disciples were like, hey, maybe we need to sort of take a break. I don't think we have enough food to feed these guys. I'm paraphrasing this, by the way. You can get the detailed story with all the right biblical words from the Bible itself, but this makes sense to me. So he said, Jesus said to the disciples, no, we'll have enough food. Just go get whatever you have. And the disciples, they're so concerned. They're like, we're out in this remote location. I think we should just send them home to fend for themselves. And Jesus is like, well, we're not done here though. This isn't finished. There's more to be taught, right? There's more to say and there's more to absorb. So go muster up what you can and bring it back and we'll see what we can do, right? And so they went out and they came back. The disciples came back with 5 loaves and 2 fishes, and there were like 5,000 people there to be fed. But Jesus took these 5 loaves and the 2 fish, looked up and thanked God for them. He broke up the bread into pieces and put them into baskets, and it was just a little bit in each basket. And then he asked the disciples to distribute to the people. And as he distributed the baskets, or the disciples distributed the baskets to the people, they never ran out of food. It just kept coming. And this reminds me of the bottomless salad at the Olive Garden. If you've ever been there, it's like the food just kept multiplying, right? He was able to feed them all because he was so connected to the divine, and he thanked God for being able to feed all of these beautiful people. And then he was able to. So this is the very potent power that we have within us, right? And so sometimes we can get tripped up by things that are happening in our lives, and we might not think things are going the way that they ought to. But if we can get clear on what it is we are looking to manifest, what it is we're looking to create in our own lives, then we can give thanks for it already being done and sit and become a witness to it coming into form in our lives. Are you with me?
I'm with you.
Yes, great. You've got to be grateful though, and you've got to be grateful knowing it is already so. And that's what spiritual mind treatment is all about, right? It's about us clearing up our mental thoughts and our thinking. It's changing our thinking so that we can change our lives. And what a great segue that is to move into the spiritual mind treatment, which is in our science of mind teaching. We have what we call a spiritual mind treatment. It's a 5-step affirmative prayer. And so first and foremost, a spiritual mind treatment is a prayer. So in that prayer, there is communion with the divine, right? So that's first and foremost. You're in spiritual mind treatment. You're communing with the divine, the great intelligence that is within you. It's not some big daddy in the sky out there that we're praying to that will reach down with its large hand and give you the cookies that you've been praying for. It is the presence of love, this divine intelligence that is within us already. So if you look in the Science of Mind glossary for the definition of treatment, you'll find on page 638 the definition, which states treatment is the art, the act, and the science of consciously inducing thought within the universal subjectivity for the purpose of demonstrating that we are surrounded by a creative medium which responds to us through a law of correspondence. In its more simple meaning, treatment is the tie, process, and method necessary to the changing of our thought. Treatment is clearing the thought of negation, of doubt, and fear, and causing it to perceive the ever presence of God, right? Are you with me? Can I hear? And so it is. Give me an and so it is. So that's what we're doing in treatment, right? So there's for those of you who aren't familiar with treatment or would like a little refresher course, real briefly here, there's a mnemonic that I love, and it's RURTR, which is, are you ready to receive? And so we've got 5 steps. The first one is recognition. This is where you recognize that there's but one thing happening in the world. The entire world is the one thing, and that one thing is God. And then you go into the second step, which is unification. And so in unification, you are unifying yourself with that one presence that is God. You're saying, I identify with the thing itself. I know that I am made in the image and likeness of it, and it is expressing itself through me and as me in my life. And then you move into the third step, which is realization, where you realize or affirm that which you are seeking to have a greater expression of in your life. And then the fourth step, you move into thanksgiving. This is where you're grateful. You're grateful, and you know that the word that you have spoken is already done, and you thank God for revealing this in your life, and you're thanking it from a pure 100% knowing it's already done. There is no doubt in my mind. And if there is a doubt in your mind, then you continue to pray in that moment, right? And so after that, you release it. Step 5 is release it out into that loving and creative action of the law where you know it is done. This prayer is complete, and it is so. And so it is. That means we take our hands off of it. We know that God has got this, and it is so. We don't go pulling up the plant trying to see, well, is it ready yet? Is my prayer answered? Or we've got to be patient and in the knowing. So anytime that little voice tries to pull you off and say, well, nothing's happening, maybe you need to go do a bunch of stuff, right? No. You may need to do a thing or two, but you don't have to go and make it happen. We're called to make it welcome. Yes. So we make it welcome. And so the fourth stage is thanksgiving. That is the fourth step in our 5-step prayer. Now, I read this, I think on Edward Filioun's Facebook page. He said that gratitude is the key element in moving our consciousness to a state of receptivity. It is in thankfulness that we unleash ourselves from perceived limitations and enter into possibilities and opportunities in our thinking. And the source of our supply, the intelligence that guides us, and the love that enfolds you do not need our gratitude to function. Rather, an attitude of gratitude cleanses our own minds so that we can behold the already present reality. Wow. And so it is, right? So from the 365 Science of Mind book on page 57, Dr. Ernest Holmes wrote, we cannot doubt that the Spirit has already made the gift of life since we live. We cannot doubt it. Ours is the privilege of acceptance. Thus, we are to assume the attitude of gratitude, or the attitude of a grateful beneficiary of the divine gifts. We are to assume the attitude of a grateful beneficiary of the divine gifts. Can you get on that bus? Yeah, right? You're on it. Great. So we are to assume the attitude of a grateful beneficiary of the divine gifts. I'm so grateful for all of these gifts that are within me, and I'm ready to allow it to be and express in my life, in the world. And this is done simply and directly. The Spirit is not something that was, or that is going to be, or that is going to become. The truth is that which is. It exists at the very center of our being. To pray in spirit and in truth means to recognize this indwelling spirit and to declare the truth about its activity through us. So the reason, my friends, we can make our requests known with thanksgiving is because we know from the beginning that we are to receive, and therefore we cannot help but be thankful. Oh, yeah. It's good stuff, right? I'm so grateful. And so I wanted to share a couple of stories with you. And first, I wanted to ask you all, do you ever find pennies? You ever find pennies out in the world? If you go out in the world these days, you get out of your vehicle when you go grocery shopping, and there's a penny on the floor or on the ground, or maybe there's like a whole bunch of pennies. And I see them sometimes. I go out jogging daily. It's my God time, my God jog, and I'll see a penny and I always pick them up, and I place the pennies that I find into a special jar that is just for the found pennies. And I love that. And so I invite you to pick up that same habit. In the times we're living in, of course, you'll want to be sure to pick them up, maybe with gloves and or sanitize them, then wash your hands. I don't want you to ask you to pick up anything that might be anyway, whatever. If you need to sanitize, you go right ahead. Now, when I was a little girl, I was taught, find a penny, pick it up. All the day you'll have good luck. Did you get that too? No? You didn't hear that one? Okay. Well, give me a yes in the comments if you also heard that. So I know I'm not alone here. Find a penny, pick it up. All the day you'll have good luck. Well, there's this great jar. It's a gratitude jar by Studio Penny Lane. And in this jar, there was a note card, a little story with it. And it says, every time you find a penny, that you can stop and acknowledge something that you're grateful for, and consider that there is someone out there who is grateful for you too. So from this moment forward, I'll repeat that. Every time you find a penny, stop and think of something that you're grateful for, and consider there is somebody out there who is grateful for you. They may not have said it, but please know that who you are is a gift in this world. Sometimes we don't realize the impact that we make on others. Like I heard this morning about my smile, and well, I've heard it before, but it's so beautiful to hear that, and you get this feeling of having an impact. So all of you, no matter who you are, have an impact in the world, whether it's your smile or your joy, the way you light up the room when you come in. Maybe it's your warm heart or your kind generosity, your divine motherly love. Whatever that is, you are a gift, and know that there is someone grateful for you. And it also talked about something called the Fugio scent. Now, the Fugio scent is also known as the Franklin scent. The Franklin scent was the first official circulation coin of the United States, and it consisted of a 0.36 ounce copper. The scent was made of 0.36 ounces of copper, and it was actually designed by Benjamin Franklin and minted only in 1787. Printed on one side of this scent was "Mind Your Business," and on the other side, "We are one." Mind your business, we are one. Thank you. That's so powerful. And so there's a poem that goes like this. I found a penny today just laying on the ground. It's not just a penny, this little coin I've found. Found pennies come from heaven. That's what my grandpa told me. He said angels toss them down. Oh, how I loved that story. He said when an angel misses you, they toss a penny down, sometimes just to cheer you up, make a smile out of your frown. So don't pass by that penny especially when you're feeling blue. It may be a penny from heaven that an angel tossed to you. Oh, I love that. So, with that, I have one more story to share, which is all about filling your cup with gratitude in preparation for the holidays. So, blessings and love to all of you. I don't know about you guys, but I still have a little bit of a food hangover. I feel like I'm kind of in slow mo from all the tryptophan and turkey and stuffing. And oh, it's so good, right? I love it. And I think we're just about out of our leftovers too. So I'm going to have to jog a couple of extra miles this week for sure. But it's been such a great weekend. So I had Thursday, Friday off, and we got to spend some time with my parents, mom and dad. Hi, mom and dad, if you're watching, and Mama Jody. Hi, Mama Jody. I know you're watching, and Travis and I. And it was just so wonderful. And what I became keenly aware of is, and reminded of this story, because, you know, when we get around our families, something happens. Like, I don't know, suddenly I'm like 12 or 13 again. Does that happen to you? And it's like you start behaving in funny ways, and you're kind of like, who is that? It's like we fall back into this system of whatever happened back at that time. It's so healing in a sense, and in another sense, it's like, okay, I need to carve out time while I'm here for prayer and be very prayerful, right? So I love this story about holding a cup, and you're holding this cup and someone bumps into you, and it's a cup of coffee. So what do you spill everywhere? Coffee, right? And why did you spill the coffee? Well, you spilled the coffee because there was actually coffee in your cup. Had there been tea in the cup, you would have spilled the tea. And the point of that is whatever is in your cup is what you're going to spill out. And so when life comes along and shakes us, which it does and it will, whatever is inside of us will come out. So it's easy to fake it until you get rattled. I'm a big fan of faking it till you make it, and you'll know what's inside when somebody bumps into you and it spills out of your cup. So what's in your cup, my friends? What's in your cup? What spills out? Is it joy, gratefulness, peace, and humility? Or is it anger, bitterness, harsh words, unforgiveness, or reactions? Now, I'm bringing this up because it's entirely up to us, right? We're filling our cup. We've been filling our cups with gratitude this entire month. We had 5 weeks, 5 Sundays this month. Do we always have 5 Sundays in November? No, I don't think we do. This month, we've had 5 Sundays, though. And so it's been like we have talked gratitude from the Bible to the Thanksgiving to mashed potatoes, right? We've talked all about gratitude, from Emma Curtis Hopkins to Ernest Holmes to Jesus. And then we had a gratitude plan and all of that, right? And so the point of all of this month has been to fill our cups with gratitude. And for those of us who are so generous and so giving and caring and want to share our goodness with others, we've got to make sure we are filling our own cups first. So I know we all have so much love and so much joy and beauty to give out to the world, right? We've got to fill our cups first, so that if we get bumped, that what comes out of our cup is love, gratitude, joy, forgiveness, words of affirmation, kindness, gentleness, and love for others. So I'm very grateful for each of us being in this space of gratitude and practicing gratitude for the remainder of the month, which is today and tomorrow, and then continuing to carry that gratitude forward through the rest of the year. Yes. So as we wrap up this month of November 2020, a lot has happened for me personally. A lot has happened in the world right? A lot has happened with our center. We have our amazing practitioner students who just completed their first term of Prac 1 studies. I'm so grateful for the two of you, BJ and Gina, and so much has happened at our center, and it continues to unfold magnificently. So we are so blessed. And with that, what's in your cup, my friends? Remember, gratitude is the key element in moving our consciousness to a state of receptivity. We cannot doubt that the Spirit has already made the gift of life since we live. It already gave us the gift of life. Ours is the privilege of acceptance. Thus, we are to assume the attitude of a grateful beneficiary of the divine gifts. What would it be like if we moved through the world like, oh, thank you, right? Thank you for this body. This is such a gift. Let's be that way. So, our call to action this week is simple: be grateful, practice gratitude, say thank you. And your challenge for this week, should you choose to accept it, is to take a photo of something you are grateful for each day. If you're on social media, post it to our CCCSL Facebook page. If you're not on social media, share the photo with someone along with your gratitude for what you saw. You know, maybe it's your partner, or you can text it to somebody and share that gratitude and keep sharing that gratitude, knowing that you are loved and that Spirit is grateful for you too. Let's pray. So, turning our attention inward in this moment, I just give thanks for all of the love that is here right now. I'm so grateful to know that there is only one thing happening here and now, and it is the divine. It is Spirit, source energy, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, the force, whatever you choose to call it, the universe, the thing itself. It is the all in all, and I am identified with it here and now. And as I identify with this great and mighty, magnificent presence, I know that there is nothing I cannot do, that anything is possible. Everything is possible. There is an infinite potentiality that exists right here in this moment right now. And so I know and claim for each one of us that as we come out from this prayer, that we are made new, that a shift has taken place, and we feel and see and hear differently. And what we're seeing and feeling and hearing is the presence of divine love in everything. Our thoughts are transformed to thoughts of bliss and love, joy, wholeness, perfection. And with all of that magnificence, there is no room for the negativity or negative thoughts that would pull us down and have us step away from the truth of who we each know we are. So any doubt, fear, worry, or trepidation is dissipated back into the nothingness from whence it came. We release that easily and effortlessly as we stand in our truth, and we feel ourselves maybe standing a little bit taller this week, standing with gratitude, knowing that the gifts are already here, that we are grateful recipients of all of the divine gifts, and we say yes to our good. And I'm so grateful for all of the love that is in each one of our lives. And I'm grateful for all of the gifts. I'm grateful for everything we've seen and everything we haven't seen, the invisible blessings that are on their way into our lives. It's so fun to imagine that and to know that blessings arrive so quick. And it's like 1 minute we didn't know, and the next minute there's a blessing, and it's like, thank you, God. All right. I love that. It's such a beautiful gift. And I'm so grateful for those moments in our lives that we didn't like when they were happening, and maybe cursed them and were upset. I'm grateful for those moments because they have led us up to this moment now. And I know and speak my word for anyone who might be in one of those moments right now, in a moment that they wish they weren't in or wish it was different. And know that something magnificent is happening for you right now. You may not be able to see it. You may not be able to understand it. But what you are called, what I am called to do, is to know that this is happening for the greater unfoldment of my life, so that I might be able to express the gifts, the divine gifts that I've been giving in a way that I never have before. And for that, I am grateful. And I also speak my word for our dear beloved Karen Robert, who is celebrating her birthday today. There were lots of happy birthdays in the comments, and I don't think she's watching it yet, but she will watch it and hear her name spoken in this prayer. And I'm so grateful. And I'm grateful for all of the individuals who were of service here today. We are so blessed. What an amazing center we have. Travis and Reverend Diane, BJ, Gina, Charlie, Amy Steinberg. Thank you, God. And with that, I say, what else is possible? How does it get any better than this? I am so grateful as I release this prayer out into that loving and creative, immutable action of the law, where I know it is done, and all that I can do now is relax into gratitude and blessings and appreciation for all of it. Thank you, God. Thank you. I take my hands off of it, and so it is.
And so it is.
Yes.
And so it is. Oh my gosh, I love your talk so much. So I want to do something fun, and I want to ask Travis and Elizabeth and Gina or anybody who's watching, what key should I write the song in? I'm going to make up a song right now, and I need a key. Don't make it B. Anything
Don't
but
make
B,
it
Travis.
B.
Come on. You're going to say B. The key. I mean, B is fine if that's what you want, but pick a key, any key.
How about the key of A?
A for Amy.
That's right.
Hey, put your grateful glasses on. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm making this up, so we'll see what. You gotta be grateful, knowing it is already so. We give thanks for it already being done. We gotta know. We assume the attitude of gratitude filled up, holding on gratefully to our own cup. Holding on gratefully to our own cup. Yeah. Embrace yourself and feel the Spirit holding you. Our souls are thirsting for spiritual truth. Pray today like your prayer is answered. Jesus and the miracles, the band to my inner dancer. Knowing the power of your word just like the Christ taught. Conscious of divinity, the power that we all got. Father, I thank you that you have heard me. Connecting and knowing the power of divinity. You gotta be grateful knowing it's already so. We give thanks for it already being done. You gotta know we assume the attitude of gratitude filled up, holding on to our own cup. Yeah, holding on to our own cup. I got an attitude of gratitude. I got an attitude of gratitude. Yeah, I said, take up your mat and walk, will you now? Come on and trust. You don't need to know how. Thank God you live in the answer of the wish. Make the most of the gifts of your loaves and your fish. Let go of fear and don't let your heart harden, and live like the bottomless salad at the Olive Garden. Yeah, you gotta be grateful knowing it's already so. We give thanks for it already being done. You gotta know we assume the attitude of gratitude, fill it up, holding on to our own cup. Yeah, hold on to your own cup. Living in attitude of gratitude. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta live in an attitude of gratitude. I said, clear up your thinking. Treat yourself to clarity. Shout it loud, living in divinity with that attitude of gratitude. It cleanses your mind. Oh, what you gonna do with the pennies you find? I said, find that penny and pick it up. And all day long, you're gonna have good luck. You are a gift inside someone is grateful to you, so mind your business. We are one is true. You gotta be grateful for the knowing it's already so. We give thanks for being done. You gotta know. We assume the attitude of gratitude. Fill it up, oh, fill it up. Holding on to your own cup. Holding on, yeah. Put those glasses on, yeah. Put your grateful glasses on, yeah. Put your grateful glasses on. I'm putting them on, I'm putting them on. I'm putting my grateful glasses on.
Oh my goodness, that was so awesome.
Live your life like the bottomless salad, the salad of the Olive Garden.
Oh my goodness, that was so much fun. Oh, we laughed so hard. We love you, Amy Steinberg. Yes. Woo. All right, my friends. Let's see. So we have an offering affirmation, and I believe they're going to put it up here. I need to get my regular glasses because I can't read with my grateful glasses on. So here we go. So from the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift.
From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift.
I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper.
I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper.
It is evidence of my faith and my belief.
It is evidence of my faith and my belief.
It does great work in the world.
It does great work in the world.
And returns to me multiplied abundantly.
And returns to me multiplied abundantly.
And so it is.
So it is.
Woo! All right. Okay, my friends. Now, won't you know with me that you are never alone? That God is where you are right now and always. And all that you ever need do is look within. And it is here you will find you are guided, sustained, directed, and inspired by a source that knows only good. Joyously let us make use of these gifts in all that we think, in all that we say, and in all that we do. Please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening as me right now.
Something wonderful is happening as me right now.
It is this thing called life.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my pocketbook.
Life is in my pocketbook.
Life is in my relationships.
Life is in my relationships.
Life is everywhere.
Life is everywhere.
I think it.
I think it.
I feel it.
I feel it.
I believe it.
I believe
I
it.
believe it.
I express it.
I
I
express it.
express it.
I accept it.
I accept it.
Just the way that it is.
And just the
Just the
way
way
that it
that it
is.
is.
And just the way that it is not.
And just the way that it is not.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
Gotta get us.
Put your grateful glasses on. 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 Wear your glasses every day and know that you are one with divinity. Hey, yeah. Put your grateful glasses on. Put them on. Put them on. Live in gratitude. Have that attitude. Holding up that cup. If it spills, it's okay. Cause it's filled up with love. It's filled up with love. Hey, try to knock into me. It's okay. Cause I'm filled up with divinity. It's gonna spill everywhere, but who cares? Who cares? I'm gonna spill my love all over the world. Oh! You guys made my day. This is amazing.
Woo! That was awesome. Reverend Elizabeth, Reverend Diane, everybody who participated today, and of course, Amy Steinberg. Who else could wrap it up like Amy Steinberg?
It's all echoey. Sorry. That was
All right,
awesome.
we had a little echo there, but I'll bring you right back in, Amy. So there's going to be a coffee and conversation over on Zoom. So bring your cup, fill it up with all that good stuff. And we will see you over there. I'm going to post a link here in the comments as we close out. And Amy, I'll let you take it away a little bit more. And so great to be here, everybody. Thank you.
Fill it up that cup with love. Fill it up, that cup. Fill it up with love. Fill up that cup with the power of the divine that lives inside. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. Fill up that cup with gratitude. Yeah, living a life of receptivity. I know that I am one with divinity. Fill it up. Gonna fill up that cup with love. Gonna fill up that cup with love, yeah. Gonna fill up that cup with love all day, every day. So when somebody comes and spills it over, bumps into me, I say, no worries, I'm filled with divinity. Yeah. Have an amazing week, everyone.